Hello guys, I'm Carrie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I will explain 7 types of reading questions in TOEFL so that you can understand my strategies for reading in the next video. I took the test in May this year and I got 100 at my first time taking the test. I don't plan to take another one for a higher score because it's good enough for the MBA program that I was applying to. Reading was difficult for me at the beginning. I got only 3 points at my first time taking a mock exam. But on the official exam, I ended up getting 27 in reading. That means we can improve reading skills in a short time. Okay, let's get started. Number 1. Vocabulary questions. These questions ask us to identify the meaning of a word or phrase in a passage. Before August last year, vocabulary questions were the most common questions in the reading section, usually 2 or 3 questions per passage. Now TOEFL cuts their numbers to about 1 in a passage, but the test becomes more difficult. A lot of people used to spend a lot of time memorizing words and their meaning because they want to earn easy points for these questions. But memorizing words isn't as useful as before because there are fewer this type of questions. Okay, let's look at a sample vocabulary question. We see a word or phrase highlighted in the passage and question. Also, a phrase like closest in meaning to is in the question. Number 2. Reference word questions. These questions are similar to vocabulary questions. They ask us what the highlighted reference word represents. Here are some common reference words such as they, this, those, what, which, one, others. We'll see a phrase like refer to in a question. Reference word questions aren't as common as before. Not every passage has this type of questions now. So we may need to spend too much time studying this, but we need to know how to do them just in case. Number 3. Sentence questions. Usually, there's one sentence question in a passage. These questions ask us to find out the sentence which has the closest meaning as the highlighted sentence in the passage. Sentence questions are a little similar to vocabulary questions, but they are more difficult because those choices all look the same. But I will teach you how to find the differences between them in the future videos. Before we continue, please share my videos and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button. Let's continue. Number 4. Detailed questions. Detailed questions are one of the most common questions in TOEFL reading. They ask us to find details in a passage. There are 2 types of detailed questions. One is about finding facts. These questions ask us to find the information directly stated in the passage. The other one is about choosing a piece of detail that's not in the passage. Multiple choices are given for this type of questions, but only one of the choices is wrong or not mentioned in the passage. In fact, these 2 types of questions are similar, but usually there's more first type than the second type. Number 5. Inference questions. Inference means making a logical guess. Inference questions ask us to look for and identify information that's not directly stated in the reading passage. There are 2 types of inference questions. One is about inferring details. Like details questions, these questions are about looking for information stated in the passage. However, we need to make a logical guess and draw a conclusion about unstated information. Usually, we recognize these questions by seeing these words, infer, imply, and suggest in the questions. The other one is usually asking about why the author writes something. In other words, we'll need to figure out why the author writes that piece of information in the passage. Usually, we find some words or phrases like why, what, to in order to in these questions. Number 6. Plug-in questions. 99% of the time, there's only one plug-in question per passage. TOEFL takes a sentence out of a passage and lists 4 confusing locations in the passage. These locations are marked by black squares. We are asked to plug the sentence in the correct location. Usually, these confusing locations are in the same paragraph, but sometimes they may be in 2 consecutive paragraphs. Here's TOEFL IBT free practice test. I will provide a website in the description below. We see a plug-in question here. If we click on the square in the sentence, the sentence will appear at the point of the square. If you want to change your answer, you can click on a different square. So easy. Number 7. Final questions. Final questions are always the last questions in each passage. Compared to other questions, final questions take more time for us to finish and count for more points. So we need to plan enough time for these questions. There are 2 types of final questions. Only one of them will be shown per passage. One type is about summarizing the most important ideas to support the thesis statement of the passage. This question is worth 2 points. The other type is about filling in the table. We will need to choose the related ideas into 2 or 3 categories. This question is worth 3 points. Let's see an example of the first type, summarizing the most important ideas. Here's 7 exam. It provides free TPO tests. You can see the website in the description below. Here's the final question, summarizing. This is the thesis statement. There are 6 answer choices. We will need to choose 3 of the most important ideas that support the thesis and drag them into the box in any order. Okay? Like this. If you want to change your answers, just click again on the answer in the box. Okay? And then drag another one into the box. So if you want to go back to see the passage, there's a button, View Text, on top of the passage. Click on it. There you go. Here's an example of the second type of the final questions, filling in the table. We'll need to choose the related ideas into 2 or 3 categories. Here are only 2 categories. Like the summarizing questions, we choose the answers and drag them into the tables. If you want to go back to see the passage, also click on View Text. So these are the 7 types of reading questions in TOEFL. Vocabulary questions, reference word questions, sentence questions, details questions, inference questions, plug-in questions, and final questions. I relate these questions more simply so that you can understand them easily. Also, I explain them in a new order because this will help us solve these questions much more easily. Please leave me a comment if you're unsure about the reading question types. Also, you can ask me about other reading questions. I will pick some of those questions to make some videos. Do you want to know how I prepare for the reading section in TOEFL? I will share my unique learning methods to improve my reading score from 3 to 27 in the next video. Stay tuned. Please share my videos and subscribe to my channel to help me make English learning available to everyone. Don't forget to hit the bell button. Thank you for watching. See ya!